Please welcome the Bolles Middle School bands under the direction of our new conductor, Mr. Jeff Tippins.
Good evening. My name is Adam Pooley, and I am this year's band president. I would like to welcome you all here to our annual holiday concert of the year. Tonight we've prepared a multitude of songs, including Hot Cross Buns, Ode to Joy, As the Eagle Flies, and Pharrell Williams' Happy. Immediately following our concert is a reception. Thank you for coming here tonight and enjoy.
I would teach children music, physics, and philosophy, but most importantly, music. For patterns in music and all the arts are the keys to learning. That is a quote from the philosopher Plato. Good evening and welcome. I'm Jeff Tippins. I am very happy to be with you this evening. The words of Plato are as true today as they were in about 300 AD. Plato also said, "A wise man speaks when he has something to say, and a fool speaks to say something." I will try to keep this in mind throughout the evening, choosing quotes from philosophers rather than my own words. The group you see before you has started an amazing journey. Tonight is the first of what we hope are many highlights for these musicians. About 90 days ago, these musicians began to learn to read and play and speak an entirely new language. They're using sophisticated instruments made of metal and wood. They've learned how to manipulate these things and how to do it in exactly a very precise time frame. Welcome to the world of whole brain learning, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight you will see over 80 examples of students doing exactly that, using their mental, physical, and emotional senses at the highest level. I have a quote from Hans Christian Andersen. He says, "Life is like a beautiful melody, only the lyrics are messed up." That holds true for me often. Our first selection tonight was, of course, Hot Cross Buns. The baked goods gone out of style, but the tune remains a big hit with young musicians. If you were ever in a school band in the United States in the last 100 years, you probably played that tune. We followed with Jingle Bells because somewhere in the band rule book it says that you have to play at least one song on the fall concert that has the sleigh bells. Thank you. I'll be here all night. The Only Truth is Music. That's from Jack Kerouac. Old MacDonald is another of the young band's greatest hits, but we've decided to perform this tune as a round. Now it becomes a study in concentration and listening for all of our musicians. As an added bonus, if you want to sing along and you can't remember all the lyrics, our version allows you to jump in with E-I-E-I-O at virtually any point in the composition. And you will always be right. The tune Ode to Joy, probably most famously associated with Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, but it's a tune that's been rearranged and incorporated through a lot of different music throughout history. It is another of our greatest hits in the Young Band catalog. We would like to share that with you in just a moment. I have another quote, this one from Albert Einstein. He says, "If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music." Next up is a folk tune from Jamaica. This is a song called Marianne, featuring our percussion section playing a groovy little percussion ostinato that will hopefully take you away from this chilly evening and to the islands for just a couple of minutes. We also are going to feature each of our instrument families playing this melody in a sort of a call and response way. So that will be very exciting as long as everybody is good in remembering to do that. Okay. So, Marianne. We'd like to conclude this part of our program with a song that we enjoy playing called, simply enough, Power Rock. I need to let Mr. Zentz know that there are no electric guitars involved in this performance. And I have another quote. This is from Napoleon Bonaparte. He said, "Music is what tells us that the human race is greater than we realize." With that, we have to play Power Rock. I am so very proud of these student musicians in the front row. Would you help me thank them one more time? Eine kleine Nachtmusik by Mozart was written in about 1787. The German title means a little serenade, although it's often more literally but less accurately interpreted as a little night music. Originally written for a small string ensemble, this has been adapted by Andrew Ballant for winds. Here is Mozart, Eine kleine Nachtmusik. As the Eagle Flies by James Swearingen was written expressly for wind band, features a dramatic opening statement followed by a middle section that utilizes the melody of All Creatures of Our God and King, returning to the first section again for a triumphant conclusion. Here's a quote from Nietzsche: "Without music, life itself would be a mistake." Let It Go from Frozen, one of the biggest hits from one of the biggest movies of the last few years, and winner of the Academy Award for Best Original Song in 2014. We hope you enjoy our arrangement of Let It Go. The march from Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker is one of his most popular compositions. The music belongs to the Romantic period and contains some of his most memorable melodies. They are frequently heard in commercials this time of year. I have an idea Tchaikovsky would be amazed at how many luxury automobiles he has helped sell over the last 20 years or so. This is an arrangement we hope you enjoy of Tchaikovsky's March from the Nutcracker. In the Mood was arranged by saxophonist Joe Garland for the Glenn Miller Orchestra and based on a melody called the Tar Paper Stomp, credited to jazz trumpeter and band leader Wingy Manone. The Garland-Miller version topped the charts for 13 weeks in 1940, and in 1999, NPR included the Glenn Miller recording on a list of the 100 most important musical works of the 20th century. Our version this evening features our stellar saxophone section. So here is the saxophones with Glenn Miller's In the Mood. Music expresses that which cannot be put into words and that which cannot remain silent. Victor Hugo. Our next two holiday-themed selections feature music associated with Christmas and Hanukkah. Minka's Sleigh Ride contains two Ukrainian folk tunes called Minka and the Birch Tree, and they're often sung at Christmas in the Ukraine. These songs are paired to create a feeling of a snowy Russian sleigh ride with a nod to Leroy Anderson's famous classic. And we will follow that with a song based upon the well-known Jewish folk song called Sevivan. This is an arrangement by Matt Conway entitled Hanukkah Dance. This from Richard Strauss, conductor and composer. Never look at the percussion section, it only encourages them. Thank you. Thank you, Mom. Happy by Pharrell Williams, excuse me, I always get that wrong. Originally released as a part of the score for a film called Despicable Me 2, has become a worldwide bestseller, over 10 million sales and or downloads, which is not a phrase I have been using very long in my life. Also, it is the most tweeted song, which I'm not really sure what that statistic means, but I read it yesterday, and it's the most tweeted song. And we will close with our version of Happy, but before we do that, I want to very quickly thank a few folks here. I want to thank the administration and teachers who've taken time to be with us and support us. It means a great deal to us on stage. I want to thank, yes, you may certainly applaud our teachers and administrators. I want to thank the band parents who have set up and created this wonderful reception that you were cordially invited to immediately after Happy. And I want to thank the parents of all of the musicians who are supporting the nurturing of your students' soul. And I want to mostly thank the people in the front row and the people who are sitting behind me on stage. It has been an honor and a thrill to be here, and I am so grateful to have the opportunity to work with your kids every day. I'd like to close with the statement I used at the opening. This is again from Plato. I would teach children music, physics, and philosophy, but most importantly music, for the patterns in music and all of the arts are the keys to learning. Thank you so much for being with us. Here is Happy.